Since its independence in 1980, Zimbabwe, the former British colony of Rhodesia, has struggled with the issue of land reform.
After years of white rule, most of the country's best farmland is in the hands of fewer than 4,500 white farmers. The majority of the nation's black farmers are without land.
No one, not even the Farmers Union, is arguing that land reform is wrong, but some people are questioning the methods that the government is using to redistribute land.
As you'll see in the next CNN report, there is no easy solution to the problem.
A scene of jubilation in Zimbabwe. A group of black farmers and their supporters celebrating a government decision to seize 841 mostly white-owned farms. Many blacks here have long maintained that the whites stole the land decades ago, when Zimbabwe was Rhodesia. Some black citizens have even taken to seizing and occupying farms before the government can implement the new policy. At one farm not far from the capital Harare, about 60 black squatters, armed with machetes and guns, have refused to leave. The farm's owner was blockaded in his homestead as the squatters demanded he unconditionally hand over his property.
It's very, very racialistic. It's life-threatening. We actually had to stop the whole farm operation yesterday because the labor was threatened with axes, machetes, bangers, and I was also threatened. And in view of that, the police were called in. They took quite some time to react, which was very surprising under the circumstances. We managed to curb the situation using our local security members, but it's a very, very worrying situation.
That sentiment is echoed by many white farmers, but those who favor the policy say it's justified in light of past injustices when whites ruled the land, often at the expense of the majority black population. Zimbabwe's government, which has long grappled with the issue, says it will seize the land in question and pay compensation to the white farmers at a later date. In recent months, President Robert Mugabe has come under increasing pressure as Zimbabwe's economy plunges further, with strikes and riots triggered by rising prices and food shortages. His decision to confiscate white-owned land is seen in some quarters as a political ploy to gain support. But possible motives aside, many blacks in Zimbabwe call the move long overdue.
Now, we can say the time is arrived, or else it's time up, since we have been discussing. Now we want the land.
And so both sides wait for the next chapter in this long-running controversy, one that threatens to further divide whites and blacks in a land once praised as a model of racial harmony. Eric Olander, CNN.
The next chapter may prove to be a long one. International pressure has already forced the government to reconsider the amount of money it will pay white farmers for seized land.
And many white farmers have promised to fight the seizures in the courts. In the end, it may fall to Zimbabwe's Supreme Court to settle the matter.